Hi there. My name is David McLeod, and I am your life mastery coach and a senior partner at the Wellness Universe. I'm the lead author of the new #1 international best-selling book, Gifts of Wisdom: Practices for Healing and Empowerment, and one of the co-authors of the best-selling series, The Wellness Universe Guide to Complete Self-Care. Welcome to Life Mastery Soul Memos, my monthly series designed to help you expand and magnify your life, one simple idea at a time. This is episode 54, and today I'm going to discuss the nature of temptation and how to overcome it. Everyone experiences temptation from time to time. It is an integral part of the human experience. You know what I'm talking about. Being attracted to something that may provide immediate and temporary pleasure at the cost of being true to who you are. From the allure of sugary treats while dieting to the inexorable pull of procrastination when deadlines appear on the horizon, everyone faces moments where desires conflict with intentions. At its core, temptation is simply a magnetic and sometimes overpowering pull toward a choice that promises rewards in the moment but inevitably clashes with long-term goals or values. Understanding the dynamics of temptation and how to navigate its influence can help you make more deliberate choices and lead a more balanced life. At a practical level, temptation arises from a mismatch between immediate gratification and delayed rewards. It taps into the brain's reward system, activating areas like the amygdala and ventral striatum, which process pleasure and anticipation. When tempted, our decision-making becomes a tug-of-war between the limbic system, which seeks instant gratification, and the prefrontal cortex, which governs rational thought and long-term planning. For example, the temptation to overspend on a luxury item may stem from a desire to feel special or rewarded, yet indulging in that desire could disrupt a carefully constructed budget. The strength of the pull depends on various factors: emotional state, environmental cues, past habits, and even physiological conditions like hunger or fatigue. What happens when you give in? 1. Immediate gratification. Giving in to temptation often brings a rush of pleasure or relief. This positive reinforcement strengthens the association between the tempting behavior and the feeling of reward, making future temptations harder to resist. The sugary snack, the expensive gadget, or the extra hour of binge watching releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter that reinforces behavior and creates a cycle of craving. 2. Regret and consequences. Once the initial high fades, the aftermath often includes regret, guilt, frustration, or shame. The gap between short-term pleasure and long-term aspirations becomes starkly apparent. For instance, succumbing to the temptation of skipping a workout might lead to feelings of laziness or disappointment, compounded by the knowledge that your physical goal may now be further away. 3. Self-perception and confidence. Giving in to temptation repeatedly erodes your self-confidence. When you fail to act in alignment with your intentions, it reinforces a critical ego mind narrative of being weak or undisciplined, which can snowball into further lapses in willpower. On the other hand, every time you successfully resist temptation, you actually strengthen your self-perception as someone capable of self-control, and this creates a powerful positive feedback loop. All right, I'm going to talk about the trap of temptation now. Temptation is often more than a fleeting moment. It can become a kind of hamster wheel that won't let you go. If you want to break free, you really have to understand the process. Here are a few things you can watch for. 1. Cue and craving. Temptation often starts with some kind of trigger, which can be internal or external, or both. A smell, a stressful situation, or even boredom can ignite a craving. For instance, the aroma of fresh pastries might cue a desire for indulgence, even if you weren't consciously thinking about food a moment earlier. 2. Response and reward. Responding to the temptation trigger results in an immediate reward, which naturally tends to reinforce the behavior. This reward creates a neural shortcut in the brain, making it easier to repeat the behavior in the future. Over time, the response to temptation becomes automatic and even habitual, bypassing conscious decision making. Third, negative reinforcement. When you are caught in the cycle, any attempt you make to resist temptation can lead to discomfort or frustration, further increasing the pull to give in. The idea of breaking free feels challenging because the brain is wired to avoid discomfort and seek pleasure. Let's talk about some strategies to resist temptation. While temptation is inevitable, no one is powerless against it. Practical strategies can help you resist its pull and align your actions with your long-term goals. First start, consider some of these ideas. 1. Understand your triggers. As with all things, awareness is the first step in combating temptation. Identify the circumstances, emotions, or environments that lead to lapses in self-control. If stress triggers unhealthy eating, for example, develop alternative coping mechanisms like exercising, journaling, or deep breathing. 2. Pre-commitment. Establish systems that make it harder for you to give in to temptation. For instance, leave your credit card at home if you're prone to impulse buying, or remove distracting apps from your phone to curb procrastination. Pre-commitment acts as a safeguard, reducing the likelihood of acting on impulse. 3. Delay gratification. Practice the art of delaying gratification by pausing before acting on a temptation. A brief moment of reflection can create the mental space needed to reconnect with long-term goals. Simple techniques like the 10-minute rule, that is, waiting 10 minutes before indulging, can help weaken the craving. 4. Replace, don't suppress. Trying to suppress a temptation can backfire. In some cases, it just strengthens it. Instead, replace the tempting behavior with a healthier or more constructive alternative. For instance, if you're tempted to scroll through social media, replace that urge with a 5-minute walk or a quick journaling session. 5. Build habits and willpower. Temptation loses its grip when competing desires are strengthened. Build habits that align with your goals and practice small acts of self-discipline to improve willpower. Research shows that willpower is like a muscle. It gets stronger the more you use it. And 6, create an environment for success. The environment plays a significant role in shaping behavior. Remove temptations from your immediate surroundings and fill your environment with cues that support your goals. For instance, keeping healthy snacks visible while hiding junk food can encourage better eating habits. You can also decorate your space with uplifting inspirations on oracle cards or even handwritten on Post-it notes. Escaping the trap. If you find yourself repeatedly succumbing to temptation, it's essential to break the cycle with intentional actions. First, practice self-compassion. Self-criticism after giving in to temptation often leads to a spiral of guilt and further lapses. Instead, adopt a compassionate perspective. Recognize that lapses are human and focus on what you can learn from the experience. Second, revisit your why. Reconnecting with your spiritual purpose for being can reignite your commitment to resisting temptation. Reflect on your long-term goals and the values they represent. For instance, if you're tempted to skip studying, remind yourself of the future opportunities that academic success will bring. Third, seek support. Accountability and support from others can make a significant difference. Share your goals with a trusted friend or join a group of like-minded individuals who can offer encouragement and practical advice for you. Fourth, reframe the challenge. Shift your mindset around temptation. Instead of seeing it as a test of willpower, view it as an opportunity to grow. Each moment of resistance strengthens your ability to navigate future challenges. And 5, celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate every success, no matter how small. Resisting a single temptation might feel insignificant, but it represents a meaningful step toward mastering self-control. The rewards of overcoming temptation. Resisting temptation is not about deprivation, it's about empowerment. Each moment of self-control reinforces your ability to act intentionally and stay true to your values. Over time, the benefits extend beyond the immediate context. Improved health, stronger relationships, greater confidence, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Temptation will always be a part of life, but it doesn't have to dictate your choices. By understanding its mechanisms and cultivating strategies to resist its pull, you can navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. If you like being inspired by people who learn from their circumstances and embrace the wisdom that emerges naturally out of those situations, then you'll love my new book, Gifts of Wisdom, Practices for Healing and Empowerment. Head over to Amazon right now and grab a copy for yourself, and maybe for a friend as well. Also, if you are looking for articles, videos, and other powerful content that can help you improve your life, please check out my website at magnificence.com. This is a powerful membership and personal growth website geared toward helping people to remember the truth of who they really are and to express and experience the fullness of who they really are. There's a lot of great material on my website, so please don't pass it up. Head over to magnificence.com right away and check out this really cool membership site. Remember, my friend, temptation is a perversely attractive energy that appears persistently in your life until it has been resolved or healed. If you give in to temptation, please remember to avoid guilt and shame, as those energies will just fester and create all kinds of negative internal side effects. Instead, take advantage of the power of compassion and forgiveness. Recognize your humanity and lovingly accept your foibles. Let self-compassion and self-forgiveness support your growth. After all, the fastest way to heal is to compassionately forgive yourself. Please let me know how things are going for you, and feel free to reach out to me directly if you would like some one-on-one support. I'll see you next time on Life Mastery Soul Memos. Bye-bye.